So my car has been on jack stands for a month. Let me tell you why. Hello everybody and welcome back to, I guess, part 2 of this to-do video, brake job, and getting everything else done on my Lexus IS 350. Now the car has been on jack stands for about a month because I've just been busy and I've also been doing a bunch of stuff to it. If you watched the Lexus update before this one, my calipers were seized, I cleaned them up, we primed them, and now in this episode, we're gonna paint them and get them on the car. We also have a few other things that will be done after that, so stay tuned and let's get started. Here we are again with the Lexus IS 350. We're in my rented shop space. Like I said in the first video, there's a big to-do list. I wanna get done with this before it gets out on the road for this spring and summer. I started taking the bumper off because I want to get this a little flatter so that the grille fits better. And we also might have something coming here. We did some custom headlights, but I kinda wanted a certain look, so I ordered something that will be going there. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already so you can follow along with any updates. I want the engine bay to look really nice for shows and everything like that. I want everything to be clean and as perfect as it can be. Also, I got my Underglow hooked up again. The sides were on the side skirts and I had to take the side skirts off. Kind of got a little messed up on the lift. So what I did is get new side strips and I installed those. And this is pretty cool because you can change it to any color. And these are from Dynamics. You can also set custom colors as well as custom patterns. So I have this one. Not very legal, would not recommend, but kind of fun to do. Then you have your normal crossfades with different speeds. The white also looks really good for working on the car. Here are my old rotors as shown in the previous video. We've got the fronts and the rears. We have our new pads and our new rotors, which are drilled and slotted from Power Stop. Today I'm going to be using this G2 brake caliper painting system. It has everything you need in the box. This is the yellow color and we're just going to brush it onto the calipers. According to the instructions, I pour all of this into here, mix it, let it sit for 5 minutes, and then mix it again, and then we're ready to paint. So now the paint is mixed. We're gonna wait 5 minutes, mix it again, and then we'll be good to paint. In the meantime, I'm gonna make sure my calipers are clean, ready to be painted, and also masked off as best as can be. Using the G2 kit, here is my first coat on one of the calipers. I noticed that the brush kept losing hairs, so that was really annoying to start with, but the more you painted with it, the better it got. This was actually a lot of area to cover, and it doesn't look like it's going on well, the first coat, but it does dry better and there will be 2 to 3 coats. Now another thing that I probably messed up with is putting them on the vehicle. I thought that would make it easier to paint, but it actually made it harder to reach some of the areas behind the caliper and get the whole thing. So here you see me painting it, but I actually ended up going back, ordering another kit since my paint dried up. It only is good for 4 to 6 hours of use, and I'm going to redo these with another full coat off of the car just so that they are perfect and I don't have to revisit them again. With this being my first experience, it's something I just learned along the way. One thing I found is it was actually pretty hard to brush on. The paint is very liquid, so there was just a lot of brushing and trying to spread it out. You do see some of the lines right now and just kind of the pitting of the metal. So I'm hoping that all cures. Being on the colder side, it might take a little longer. So we're just gonna give this a whole day, come back later, see how it looks, Before we get too far into the video, I would like to give a big shout out and thank you to TOPDON for sending me this jump starter pack. Sometimes this car may be sitting somewhere else, the battery might die, I might need to jump start it, or another vehicle, my truck on the trail. So I think this will come in handy. So this thing is beefy. It comes in a nice big case. I've had other jump starters that were just not as good as this, honestly. It also comes with a charge cable and an adapter for the wall. You have nice big negative and positive terminal connectors, and it has a nice big plug. This thing can handle a lot of different vehicles. It can handle up to a 9-liter gas engine, 7-liter diesel. That's a lot of big diesel trucks. And it's even good for boats. It has a nice little handle here and even a stand. It's got a hook. It's got a nice bright LED light on it, a super safe jump pack battery pack. Now it's got USB, you can charge your phone. It shows you what your battery is at here. You have the power, and then you can boost a car. You also have USB-C and USB-A, and then here is where you connect these terminal cables. I think their product is great, so definitely if you want to get one of these, click the link in the description below and check them out.
Several days later.
Front rotors are going to look good. We don't have the calipers on there yet, as well as the rear rotors. And these are all labeled, so there's no mixing them up, what goes where. So after about a day of drying, the calipers look pretty good. I admit it's not my best work. I didn't do the best job, but they look good enough for now, and I'm just gonna leave it be. Next, I installed the caliper and new rotor on the car, and then I moved on to the new pads. So now one caliper is on the car and the brakes are in with the new rotors. Everything looks really nice. I have to repeat that for the other 3 calipers and brakes. The rear will be a little bit different than the front. But before that, I want to show you what else I got done while these calipers were drying. So here's the car, and you might notice something is different. That's right, we have VLAN headlights. Now there was nothing really wrong with the custom retrofit headlights I got. I really like them. My friend Brock smoked them out, did F-Sport. He did a great job on these, but I was having an HID flicker, and they kind of looked just super factory to me. I wanted a different look. I looked at a bunch of different headlights for the car. I've had a bunch on my old car, and I just remembered the VLANs being really nice. Now, they're not the best, they're not the brightest, they're not the best at night, but I was thinking, I don't really drive this car much at night. I kind of just leave it for the daytime and weekends and nice weather. So I put the VLANs on. I have the sequential turn signal. I have the nice low beam and high beam. I think they actually upped their quality since the last set I got in 2019 or 2020, I think it was. Either way, I'm really happy that we got the VLAN lights on here. It looks awesome. It just kind of fits the more black and blue theme of the car. This is going to look really cool. I have some F-Sport decals for the calipers that I'm going to be putting on. Once we get all this done, I think I took care of everything I needed to do while the car's in the air. We can put the car in the ground, put some brake fluid in, bleed the brakes, and then we can finally drive it. A few other things I did is tighten this so that it's not hitting the tensioner. There was a random bolt in there that was kind of loose that goes onto the supercharger, so that is fixed. We got the carbon fiber plate back on. I even adjusted the intercooler position and piping so that my grill fits on properly. So that was a whole thing in itself. We got the bumper back on. It's just been a month of a bunch of little things. As you can see, I've made quite the mess here in this rented shop space. So after a month, the car is up and running again. It was never not running. It was just getting brakes and everything done. It's very dirty, so I think I'm going to wash it. And we also have a spoiler from Spoiler King we're going to be putting on the back. The plastic one just always comes off. The 3M just does not stick properly just because of how it's molded. This is a polyurethane one, so it's out here in the sun so it can get nice, soft, and flexible, and then we can put it on and it'll stay and form to the shape of the windshield. I am still waiting on the F-Sport decals for the front calipers. Those should be here soon. I got everything finished up last night thanks to my friend Brad. He helped me bleed the brakes, and we got the car on the road, got the wheels on and everything like that. So I'm pretty excited to have it running and out here again. There's a few things I still want to do and need to do to it just so it's 100%. So We still have to do fluids, but I at least wanted to take it out for a drive and break in the brakes, do the break-in procedure, and I did that, and now it's good to go. So now the car is clean, it's drivable, we got good brakes, it's coming together and I'm really excited. It's a beautiful day out. After work on a Friday, it's like about 70 degrees with a little breeze, perfect weather. I don't really want to be in the dark shop changing fluids when I can go enjoy the car on the back road. So I'm going to bring you along, and then the next time we're down at the shop, we will change the fluids and everything like that. So that'll probably be another video, or I might not even make a video. I'm not sure yet. But either way, I'm sweating, the car is clean, so let's go for a ride. With the Varex exhaust from X-Force, I can also hit the A button and it makes it more quiet. And now we're just cruising along, nice and quiet. But we can get rowdy if we need to. So that is all for today. Thank you for staying until the end. If you enjoyed this video or liked it, definitely give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, follow along, lots more updates to come on this car. Follow me on Instagram at Marty Motoring. Definitely drop a comment below. What do you think of the car so far? And what else should I do to it? With that being said, thank you for watching. And as always, keep those wheels turning. So long.